Welcome to this English speaking practice session. In this lesson, we will focus on asking for directions and giving instructions in English. You'll follow along with John and Sarah as they explore a new city. They'll guide you through the conversation and teach you useful phrases to confidently ask for and give directions.
Hey Sarah, I'm a bit lost. I need to find the museum, but I'm not sure which direction to go. Can you help me with asking for directions?
Of course, John. Asking for directions is very common when you're in a new place. It's simple, and people are usually happy to help. Let me teach you some key phrases first.
That sounds great. What should I say if I want to ask someone for directions?
Start with something polite, like, "Excuse me," or "Can you help me?" Then, add your question. Here are a few examples. "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the museum? Can you help me? I'm looking for the nearest bus stop. Do you know where the closest pharmacy is?"
Got it. So I should always be polite when asking for help, right?
Exactly. A friendly tone goes a long way. Also, don't forget to thank them after they've helped you. Simple phrases like, "Thank you very much," or "I really appreciate it," work well.
That makes sense. Now, what if I don't understand the directions they give me? Should I ask them to repeat it?
Yes, definitely. You can say something like, "Could you please repeat that? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again? Could you speak a bit slower, please?"
All right, Sarah. I'm going to give it a try. Let's say I'm looking for the museum. I'll approach that person over there. "Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for the city museum. Do you know how to get there? I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please? Thank you very much. I really appreciate it."
You did great, John. You were polite and asked for clarification when you needed it. That's exactly how you should approach it. Now, let's talk about how to give directions. Now that you know how to ask for directions, it's important to know how to give directions, too. You never know when someone might ask you for help.
Right. What's the best way to give clear directions?
When giving directions, it's helpful to break it down step by step. Use simple language and give landmarks if possible. For example, you'll see a coffee shop on your right, and the museum is just across the street. Go straight ahead for 2 blocks.
That sounds easy enough. So I should keep my instructions clear and use landmarks to help the person navigate, right?
Exactly. And it's a good idea to check if they've understood your directions. You can ask, "Did you get that?" Or, "Would you like me to repeat the directions?" Turn left at the traffic light.
Got it. I'll make sure to ask if they need me to repeat anything. What if I don't know the way?
That's a good question. If you're unsure, it's better to say you don't know than to give wrong directions. You can say something like, "I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with this area. I'm afraid I don't know the way."
That makes sense. It's better to be honest than to confuse someone with the wrong information.
Okay, John, let's pretend that someone is asking us for directions. Imagine they want to go to the Central Library. "Hi there. You're looking for the Central Library? Sure, I can help you. First, go straight down this road for about 3 blocks. Then, at the traffic light, turn right. You'll see a park on your left side, and the library is just across the park. It's a big, white building. You can't miss it. You're welcome. Have a great day." See? It's all about being clear and using landmarks to help the person find their way.
You made it sound so easy. I think I'm ready to practice giving directions now. Okay, Sarah, let's say I'm a tourist and I need to find the nearest train station. I'll ask you for directions. "Excuse me, could you help me? I'm looking for the nearest train station. Do you know how to get there?"
Sure. To get to the train station, go straight for 2 blocks. Then, turn left at the big intersection. You'll see a tall building with a clock on it. That's the station. It's about a 5-minute walk from here.
Thank you so much. That sounds easy enough.
No problem. Have a great trip.
This has been really helpful, Sarah. I feel much more confident now. Could we go over some of the key phrases one more time?
Sure. Here's a quick recap of useful phrases when asking for directions. "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to? Can you help me find? Do you know where the nearest is? I'm looking for."
And for giving directions, you can say things like, "Go straight ahead for," "Turn left/right at," "See, it's next to/across from."
Exactly. And remember, if you don't know the way, it's perfectly fine to say so. You can be polite and helpful without giving wrong information.
This has been a great lesson. I'm going to practice these phrases every time I'm out and about. The more I use them, the more natural it will feel.
That's the spirit, John. Just keep practicing, and soon it will become second nature.
Great job, everyone. Today, you've learned how to confidently ask for and give directions in English. Whether you're traveling or just helping someone out in your own city, these phrases will make your conversations smoother and more natural. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be able to navigate any situation with ease.